This is Jarrod Horak for the RunawayHorse.com, back with my second video this week. I just took a look at the Haskell Stakes in my first video. I'm going to look back at week 1 at Saratoga and preview the weekend stakes races at Saratoga this week. And then in my next video, I'm going to preview the upcoming Del Mar Summer Meet. Speaking of that Del Mar Summer Meet, if you're interested in my Del Mar full cards this summer, head on over to the RunawayHorse.com. You will find those on my sales page. That Del Mar Summer Meet begins Friday, July 22nd. And you can purchase the entire meet. You can purchase weekly and weekend packages or individual full cards if you're interested. All that information at therunawayhorse.com on my sales page. If you're interested in bonus free stake selections from Saratoga on our Breeders' Cup 2022 page, my handicapping colleague Dr. Atlas has been posting free selections from Saratoga. And so head on over to that page if you're interested in those. And then on the runawayhorse.com Best Bets blog that I have, that I've covered. I've done that blog for a long time now. It is on the homepage at horseracing.nation.com in the handicapping section. I had a winner today, practice squad in the stakes race, the Rick Violet Stakes at Saratoga. Nice 5-1 winner, beating that 1-5 favorite, having the exacta and the trifecta as well. So I'm going to be posting more stakes races from Saratoga there, and then other races from around the country each day as well. So there's a race of each day at horseracing.nation.com on my Best Bets blog. So check that out if you're interested, and I will provide links in the description in this video for those free pick pages that I mentioned. So now let's go back and look at some of the leaders at Saratoga so far. And in my first video for Saratoga, I did a preview of the meet, talked about jockeys and trainers and owners that I thought could have some success, that had success last year. And that's the case, especially with the jockeys. Joao Rosario is the leader. Irad Ortiz Jr., last year's leading rider. So they're neck and neck right now. Jose Ortiz right behind them. Luis Saez, Manny Franco, and Flavien Prat. Flavien Prat hasn't gotten off to a super fast start yet, but he's had 4 wins so far through this week 2 through Thursday right now. He just rode practice squad, my top choice that I mentioned in the Rick Violet Stakes. And so look for him to catch fire, and I expect that he's going to be one of the leading 3 or 4 riders when the meet is over at Saratoga. Now for the trainers, Chad Brown, no surprise, he leads the way. Christophe Clement, Brad Cox, Todd Pletcher, Mike Maker. So those are the top trainers right now, and they're always up there as some of the top trainers, or at least they were last year at Saratoga. The current owners, Clairiere Stable, Peter Brandt, Reeves Thoroughbred Racing. I mentioned that last year they were 3 of the leading owners. They show the way as well right now at Saratoga. Now, one horse to watch that I picked on top last week that did not win, and I'm going to make him a horse to, or might make her a horse to watch, is going to be Dairy Nane. Now, I picked her in the Coronation Cup on my Horse Racing Nation Best Bet. That was a stakes race, 5.5 furlongs on turf on July 15th at Saratoga last week. And she just did not have a good trip at any stage. And she ended up running on decently for 3rd. She just could not get comfortable. She was racing in traffic. And I think that with a clean trip, Dairy Nane might be able to win a stakes race in a turf sprint next time out for trainer Christophe Clement. So watch out for Dairy Nane. Let's see if she can do well in the future. Now, some of the stakes results from opening weekend at Saratoga in the graded ranks. The Schuylerville Stakes on opening day. Just Cindy won that one, defeating Summer Promise. That was one that I mentioned in my video for Summer Promise. I thought that she could do well, and she did. She ran 2nd. She ran a winning race, but Just Cindy was just better than her. And then Janice Joplin was 3rd. The Grade 3 Forbidden Apple on July 15th. City Man got the job done over Atone and Public Sector. The Grade 1 Diana, a race that Chad Brown dominates, and he dominated it again, but the horse that was the favorite did not win. In Italian was able to get out there and wire the field for trainer Chad Brown. Joao Rosario was aboard. Rosario also rode City Man to victory in that Forbidden Apple. Technical analysis, Bleecker Street, the beaten favorite, were 2nd and 3rd for the Chad Brown trifecta. Now, the turf course was firm in Italian, got out there, set some fast fractions, and kept going. And you'll see that on these East Coast tracks. The hot summer, you get a baked turf course, and speed will just keep going on that turf course regardless of the fractions. They go fast because it's just the ground is hard and they're able to keep on going. So in Italian wired the field in the Grade 1 Diana. The Grade 3 Sanford Mo Strike for trainer Brad Cox and jockey Florent Giroux got the job done. Great Navigator was a long shot second. And then the third place finisher, Andiamo Firenze. And then the Quick Call Stakes was the last graded stakes last weekend. Big Invasion for Christophe Clement and Joel Rosario got the job done. Run Curtis Run second. Surprise Boss was third. So that wraps up the stakes look back last week at Saratoga. Gave out my horse to watch. Looked at the leading jockeys and trainers. Now, one more thing about the owners. I mentioned Linda Rice was an owner, was a trainer to watch because she is one that had a high in the money percentage with her starters at Saratoga. So that if you were playing exotics, I said, watch out for Linda Rice because she frequently, her horses are ready to go at Saratoga and they finish in the top three frequently, not always favorites. That's been the case again so far this meet. She's had 7 starters, 1 win, 3 seconds and 2/3, 86% top three for Linda Rice's starters so far. So keep an eye on her when she has those horses. When you're playing exotics, they're typically live to finish somewhere in the top 3. Now let's look at the big graded stakes action this weekend at Saratoga. The 5th race on Saturday, July 23rd is the Grade 1 Coaching Club American Oaks for 3-year-old fillies, mile and 1/8 on the main track. This is the next race in this division after we've gotten through the Kentucky Oaks, and then we're going to see the Grade 1 Alabama later this meet at Saratoga at 1.25 miles. And this is a rematch of that Kentucky Oaks between number 3 Nest, the even money favorite, and number 5 Secret Oath at 6-5. Now, Nest was my value top choice in the Belmont Stakes last time out, and she was clearly second best, running a good race, finishing right behind her stablemate Mo Donegal. Now, Nest has always been one that the longer the better for her, so you knew that she was going to like the long distance of the Belmont Stakes. She's going to probably do even better. She'll like the distance of 1.25 miles in the Alabama later this meet, but the 1 1/8 is just fine. She's 2 wins, 2 starts with a win and a second, and she'll probably stalk the pace in here, and she should be able to get the jump on her on Secret Oath, because Secret Oath is a late runner. So Nest looks like she should get the jump on that one, and I would pick her on top in here over Secret Oath. And then Nostalgic's one that I've always liked for Belmont. She was 10th in the Kentucky Oaks. She was making good progress before that. Excellent pedigree. She's got tactical speed, and at 10-1, she could end up doing something in here. But Nest would be my top choice, and then maybe try to get Nostalgic underneath in second or third. Maybe even if she can get second, that would be a nice exacta with Nest and Nostalgic. So that's a look at the Coaching Club American Oaks. Now we'll look at Sunday, July 24th. Stakes race, the Grade 2 Shuvee, fillies and mares 4 and up, 1.1 miles on the main track. So scheduled post time 3:21 p.m. Eastern time. Disappointing that we only got a 4-horse field in here. Exotic West is the 1, Crazy Beautiful is the 2, and then the 2 big names on the outside: Malathaat number 3, Clairiere number 4. Clairiere defeated Malathaat on the Belmont Stakes undercard in the Ogden Phipps. I did have Malathaat as my top choice. She was 3-1. She rallied, but Clairiere outfinished her by a head. That was the first time Clairiere finished in front of Malathaat. Now I think Malathaat can turn the tables this time. She's putting blinkers on. She has more technical speed than Clairiere. And in this 4-horse field at 1.1 miles, around 2 turns, that could be the key too, because Malathaat likes to go these longer distances. She won the Kentucky Oaks at 1.1 miles last year, and she's one that I think is going to like this distance. She won the Alabama at Saratoga at 1.25 miles, so 2 turns could be the key for Malathaat. Also having that tactical advantage over Clairiere. The Malathaat will be my top choice. Not a lot of value or anything, but I'm going to pick her on top over Clairiere in this Shuvee. So that's a look back at Saratoga's first week, and then previewing this weekend stakes races. I'll keep doing this each week, doing these quick Saratoga, where I'll look back at the week before and then preview the upcoming weekend's stakes races. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you like this content. That will wrap up this video, and I'll be back with a look and a preview at the upcoming 2022 Del Mar meet. Until then, good luck at the races.